again. Wanted to talk to you about drill bits. So Project Grifter has a number of holes that you're going to have to drill. I know this because I've counted the number of bolts I've gone through, and it's probably in the neighborhood to about 100, give or take, of holes I've had to drill and tap of various different sizes. And for the most part, it's worked out fairly well. There's been a couple of ones that you're going to need bigger holes for some bulkhead fittings and some electrical fittings that you're going to need to drill some holes for, that you're going to have to really make a good precision hole. So our previous method has been using this old drill bit set that I got, and it's been around for 20 years. But if you're privileged enough to be on my Facebook page, you'll notice the recent carnage that happened. So, what happened is somebody saw that and said, you need some real drill bits. So the company over at Profit sent over a couple of their drill bits here for me to test out. So in full disclosure, they did say, Eric, just go ahead and give these an honest try and see how they go. So they brought a couple over, and this is one of our hole saws that we're going to be using for fiberglass. Now, one of the things that they talked about was evacuating the material. So it has these big holes in it to evacuate a lot of the material, which is kind of nice. And this one is for softer things like wood and fiberglass. And they brought over a 3/4 bit that is a little bit more aggressive, and also has some of these holes in the side too. One of the nice things that we really like is this little thing here. I'll see if I can get it a little bit closer. It's got a little plug on it. All you do is stick it in, push the plug, and you're good to go. It's pretty nice. Also works for this one too. Push, there's a little button right here on top. Push, you're good to go. And that's something that's really neat. So let's give these a whirl, and we'll stop on back and see how it goes. Show you one more time how this works. Very simple. Goes over the end, and you're locked in place and good to go. So we marked our location, and we're going to go ahead and give it a drill. We'll show you how this works, and give it an honest review. So one of the things that they told us that you can do with this is you can turn this drill bit around and use it as a ram to get that piece that's stuck in there. So we're going to give it a whirl. That's coming. And she's free. So that's what we told we could do. So let's take a look at some of the damage it did. Last time we did this, we ended up breaking a bunch of teeth off of it. So far, not too bad. This one held up fairly well. We got a little bit of a little tooth broken there, but nothing too major. We can certainly use this one again, and we probably will. So what we're going to do is we're going to try our new Profit. This is a bit for softer material like wood and fiberglass, like we've got here. This is a 2 3/4 bit that has the same quick on-off that we have really come to like. And we'll give it a whirl here on this fiberglass piece that we've marked. This is for our air vent. And so we'll just give her a whirl and see how she goes. There you go. And same bit from before. You can pull it out and use this end to push the plug out if you need to. So you could tell it caught a few times. That was most likely because I was going too fast and I was using my left hand, so that's not my dominant hand. But made a pretty good hole. Nice and round. think if I had a little bit straighter next time, I'd probably do a little bit better job, but gets the job done.
Right. So you saw them in action and you got to see them work. What's our honest opinion? Honest opinion is they're pretty good. We liked them a lot. Especially the metal one that we used. It's called Bimetal Plus is what they call it. Worked out pretty well. And the thing we really like is this quick attachment bit that you can do this. And they also told me that if you have the correct size, which we don't have unfortunately, you can, let's say you have a hole and you need to make that hole slightly bigger. What they do is they have the ability to, let's say you've got a small one and a big one, is to put them over themselves, such as this configuration. So you can use the smaller one to center your hole and make it a little bit larger. So they address that problem, which, hey, has been an issue because we don't measure correctly, and we're not very good at that. So the old bit served us pretty well. We were using a combination of a step bit and a file and this little nibbler here that we were using, which worked out fairly well. But when you have the right tool for the right job, that really makes all the difference in the world. So we really want to thank ProFit for giving us a couple of these to play with and try. And overall, our honest opinion is they work pretty well. Hopefully we won't be breaking any more drill bits, even though it's only been 20 years, right? So anyway, thanks again for your time, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later.